I'm not gonna give you a rematch unless you drop that shit. So we gotta see if they hold to their word.
But did you go to deposition? Did they
No,
do?
I didn't go nothing.
Okay.
I sent my lawyer, whatever.
Do you feel any rust coming into this fight? Any rust coming into this fight?
Now, I mean, for me, it's all about getting in the gym, timing, everything. I feel like I have enough time to get it back. Of course, a year and a half layoff sucks, but you know.
Is this the longest you've been?
Which of the two fights got your attention? You interested most? You got your hand or Teo could get it if you win?
I want Teo because I haven't fought Teo, and I feel like I wanted to do. For me, it's like fight everybody. You know, that's what I always wanted to do. When I seen everybody hyping up, you know, Tank, Devin, Teofimo, that was like the whole thing. So in my heart, I wanted to fight Teo because I feel like I handled him, you know, regardless.
So of the four kings, that's still ongoing then?
That's how I feel. You know, I feel like that's what it is. But again, if I have to go through Haney again, I will because I feel like I got his number. I feel like, you know, he just can't beat me. Since the amateurs, you know, I've always rang his bell. So if I have to do it again, I will.
Ryan, question for you.
Your biggest test?
My biggest test, I mean, we got Bruce Ennis out there. You got Teofimo. You know, you got a lot of great fights. I feel like without me, there ain't really that big a fight.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Ryan, question for you. Right
En
here.
español, ¿qué le puedes decir a todos tus seguidores, a toda la gente, tus fans que van a verte el 2 de mayo?
All I got is te amo mucho.
Hey, Ryan, question for you. Ryan, question for you. When you hear Tio on the stage and he's spewing, you know, some of his banana rhetoric and charcoal stick, and you think about a year ago when you had your own controversies, what are your thoughts on all of this?
No, I mean, from my perspective, you know, I have my best friend right there, and honestly, we say stupid shit together, and we were fucked up, drunk, high, on shrooms, and we got on live, and I started saying anything. We were fucking, bro, my mind was out of it. But I wouldn't ever attack somebody personally and be like, you know, all that banana shit and all that shit. For me, I made a mistake and I fucked up, and I owned up to it, but you're not gonna hear that coming out of my mouth towards nobody. And I got respect for every color in this room.
You gonna apologize to George Floyd's family?
Yeah, 100%. I apologize to all that. You know?
Ryan,
Again, if anybody's been in, like, I don't know, this generation, people say stupid shit all the time on streams, on fucking, you know, group chats, on all that shit. I just ended up saying stupid shit, you know, on live, and I do regret it, and I am sorry for those actions. But like I said, I feel like I made my changes. You know, I got clean and everything, but that doesn't represent me as a person. I want everybody to know that, and I only got love for everybody. And I think that's why everybody in this room knows. You know, and even when I came up to my peers, they're like, man, you know, like Shakur, Keyshawn, everyone, they know my heart. They know what it is. I've seen them since amateur. So me and my friend, we were just doing stupid shit at the time, and I apologize.
Are you looking for an early knockout, or are you just gonna let it come naturally?
I'm gonna let it come naturally. You know, again, with a power puncher, you can't just force things. Be run to a good shot. So for me, I'm gonna, you know, be on my top P's and Q's and handle.
Ryan, how'd you get
Officially
clean?
Derek James.
How'd you get clean?
Man, working with my family at therapy, you having to realize it. You know, I've been in the spotlight for a long time, been around the wrong parties, wrong scene, didn't respect myself as an athlete. But again, this is why I'm choosing to at least give myself the best chance to be the best version of Brian Garcia and be a good example. Again, it's hard to admit that. It's embarrassing, but this is what you got to do in order to get better.
Where's
That's what I'm trying to say.
Where's the relationship with Derek James?
I don't know, the master. I don't know, like just, you know, I think what you've seen before is always what you're gonna get. That speed, that action, that explosiveness, the X factor. You know, for me, I always thought what gave me the advantage is right here. You know, people always underestimate my skills when they watch me, but I got my own way of fighting. For me, it's always worked out.
Is it welterweight now, both mentally and physically, that you're living your lifestyle? Can we expect the best version of you?
Damn right.
Oh, man.
Bless! Ryan, bless! Make Adrian bonus round.
Back in New York.
Patrick, what's going on?
You guys are going back to New York. How's it back to New York? Back to
Man,
that
I
fight.
love New York. Okay, I love Chicago too. I'm from Chicago, so South Side. But hey, man, New York's awesome.
White Sox.
Henry, real quick, what do you think about Tank's performance?
You know, something happened to him. You know, he might have something going on. That's why I said in boxers, you know, there's a lot of things that they go through. And I think with Tank, you know, he had like some issues with his calculation and his focus. So he wasn't all there, but he tried his best, and is what it is, but that ninth round, you know, he wasn't.
Henry, can you tell us the pro that
You got pins and needles in the tank?
Well, the thing is that Eddie Russell and I are always been close, you know, and I feel that whatever happened in Texas was more on the negative side of that kind of pressure. During the camp versus San Diego. I'd rather stay on the positive side. Nothing against Derek James or it's just that it was a lot safer out there. I like the Haney and the
Real champion, Black Friday type.
that's
Black Friday show.
but I like to see what he said that he kept that point.
You want to get him in the ring with you? He's the last one left. He looks like
Yeah, I like that. I like it.
get there with him on the ring. All the kids.
You know, it's there. It's right in front of you.
Were you at the sparring session with Rolly? If so, I mean, what do you recall outside what was
You know, they go way back, you know, we're looking at 8 years maybe, you know, so I would just not even concentrate more on that because when it comes to being a professional, you know, you're without the headgear and you're definitely with 8 ounce price. So, it's a big difference.
What difference do you see in Ryan now that he's living this clean lifestyle?
Oh, you gotta live clean. Because if you're dirty, you're gonna go somewhere else. Stay clean, stay focused, and positive things will happen. Positive things will happen. And God saved Ryan. I tell you right now, I was there. I was living. Eating camp. I was How do you think if your mind isn't there, you know, please, you know, pray, do whatever you have to, but save your kid. Please save them.
Henry J with Sportbox TV officials. Is there any worries that Eddie Reynoso is training Ryan, Tio, and Canelo, and they might all be fighting around the
Well, I
same
don't
time?
think he's fighting. I don't think he's training Tio. He told me that Tio was there for a bit, and then he left.
Okay, so no concerns about splitting time between camps and everything like
as far
that?
as Canelo, he's with Canelo right now. So since Eddie and I are close, you know, I'm helping my son. So that's the same thing.
Okay, so no concerns.
No concerns.
So you talked about his mental state. Did you want to pull him from the Andy fight?
You know I did. You know I did. But when you're in that state of mind, no one in the world can stop someone because of the mental state, not because of who he is. The brain is something very delicate. When you're doing tequila, think about it. Who won that fight? You're doing shrooms. Don't do that because the mind is very sensitive, fragile. It's fragile, you know. Especially, I mean, they say liquor is bad for you, you know. And if you continue doing it, it gets worse. But if you're doing that and you're doing marijuana, and then you're doing it's a recipe for disaster. About disaster. And I just thank God that he look at him now. Doesn't he look better?
Yeah, definitely.
He looks different, better. It's beautiful. I love him.
Henry, when did you notice that Ryan needed like real help in order to the way he sees right now, in order that he became, you know, clean?
Well, I noticed that when he was talking, or when he was the way he was doing his video, and he never posts that many times. So when you see that, you know, there's a pattern, and when you start seeing a pattern, that's when you know what's up.
Henry, how do you see this fight playing out? Do you think it goes the distance for Rolly and yourself?
I don't see it right now because the way Ryan is, when he's focused, look what happens to his opponent. You know, I mean, he does drop him. He does drop him. So when he's focused like this, he's very dangerous.
Henry, what is the is it drug testing in this fight at all?
Is there drug
testing?
Yeah, they've already tested Ryan.
How many times? Just
What
curious.
are they using?
Twice already?
Yeah, twice already. Okay. He's clean.
I want to be better.
And, you know, huh?
Hey, keep going.
Well, the thing is, look, one thing that I do want you guys to understand something, okay? And it's very important. It applies to you too. Whenever you take a supplement, okay? Look, I can take this out right now, okay? You don't know what this is, right? Right? You don't know what this is. Okay? This is it's like it's for it's what do they call that drink? It's just
Like a flavor capsule or something?
yeah,
Like
it's a flavor capsule, but it's for your bladder.
oh, like a Tums? Like
Yeah,
a
it's for your bladder. See, when you take a supplement, you're not gonna see the ingredients on the back. You know, cranberry. This is a cranberry pill. You take it. It helps your bladder. It helps your urine and all that. That's all it is. But in the back, you don't see exactly everything. So you're gonna tweak it. Well, that's what happened with Ryan.
Or where it was made.
Or where it was made. So you guys gotta be careful, especially when it comes to testing or anything like that. Nothing's intentional. You just
Don
make
Garcia,
it.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
We saw what happened with Conor Ben, right? And how long it took him to quote unquote clear his name. Did
Yes.
you just take your medicine from the New York State Athletic Commission to avoid being out of the ring for that amount of time
Absolutely.
and just get back on with fighting?
Absolutely. Even though it wasn't unintentional. Okay? But anyway, listen, you're going to see a new Ryan. You probably already see him. And you're going to see that left hook that's lightning speed.
That's what puts him out, the left hook.
Maybe the right.
Oh, the right hand looked good too last time.
Appreciate it, Henry. Maybe the right. Which one we going? Thank you, right. Hey, thanks, sir. All right.